Well, I said I'd make a video of different methods of vegetable plots. We've got one here that's more, I suppose we call them raised beds. Some people prefer to call them boxed beds because they are really boxed. They're just about 6 inches tall, look, higher than the grain of rain, bark chippings between. It's very neat. Anyway, there's one then. And here we've got wooden edging, so it's slightly raised, and paving slabs, grass growing in between. Oh, just another thought. Here's another system whereby they're raised beds, but they're big raised beds. Heavy on timber, of course. You need long, well, you don't necessarily have long, you can join it, but basically they're raised beds and they're big uns. Here's another one that has the luxury of paving slabs, and it looks as though that's weed kill between. And once again, it's open space, and the rows, well, it don't matter much which way the rows run, but it's rows. Here we got another type where it's very low, it's just a few inches higher than the ground, and they're bigger beds. Once again, bark chippings between. Wooden edging, grass path, and he's got going down through the middle there, look, paving slabs still with the wooden edging. Here we got tall raised beds, paving slabs between. One of the benefits of the tall raised beds with the timber, of course, you can put screens round, keep all those creatures that want to eat your hard-earned vegetables. One that's you might think this one's a bit over the top, but it's timber edged, so the trench has been dug, the timber edging filled with hardcore, and then the soil made up. So you're going to have good draining there. There we go, full up with hardcore, look. I imagine you'll probably put paving slabs on the top of that. So it's a lot of work into that, but it could be good. And he's also got stone edging to the path. Another way is to still have your grass paths, but border the paths with a trench. The whole thing really depends on the kind of weather that you're expecting, or the climate if you like. In England we have weather, some countries you have climate, and of course there's always the totally off the ground method. That is a lot of work to build something that's going to hold basically what amounts to 2 ton of soil. That's 1 6 foot by 3 foot, or 2 meters by a meter, near enough. You could do it like this, which is, well, yeah, it's not do it like this, it's just you could not do it like this and just leave it to grow wild. I think they'd probably be getting the dirty plot letter, don't you? And this is a little neat one with just little 2 foot squares. And then we've got the small, the typical paths, the turf paths with sectional raised beds in between. And talking about paths, we've got one here that's just chippings really, with timber edgings to the plots. And then we've got, there's one there, there's a path between there, look, that is chippings and paving slabs. Now here's another way of doing it with stones. This is an asparagus bed. I nearly couldn't say that. This is an asparagus bed, and it's got paving slabs both sides, and and that's blueberries with paving slabs once again. So it's a slightly raised bed, and that's so that the blueberries, the soil could be more acid. And then here we have the varying depths of raised bed and the size enough to be able to get round them without actually treading on the soil. And that to me is really the point of a raised bed. It's for you can control the drainage and you can get to it without working on the soil, and you can have either a long one as we've got here that goes the full width of the plot, or short ones. They're roughly 2 meters by just a little bit over a meter. So hopefully that's given you some ideas. The stones or the paving slabs around the edge of the plots I believe are really good for keeping the grass back, the weeds back, but they do act as a wick to dry the soil out. That has to be taken into account. They can also act as a dam too if you get a lot of flooding, so that needs to be taken into account.